Jai Hind, everyone. Am I audible?
Jain sir,
Yes, sir. Jai sir.
clearly audible sir.
Okay. Good to connect again with you all. Focus is on some tests because many students have got SSB lined up. So, from their perspective, for their practice, we will do some quick things. There are some of you who have SSBs in future, but there is no harm if you attend, witness, or see how exactly the thought process required or practicing it. But again, a caution, unlike any other written examination, this is different. Just be very, very natural in it. Don't mug up anything. Don't have something which is very rigid or you are thinking that I will remember something and then I will write. Don't do that. Okay. I hope those who are going to participate today have practiced in exactly the way it is required. Like 15 seconds, your response, whatever comes. Let's analyze it. Whatever response you have developed in 15 minutes, you could put it on paper in whatever words, and in that, everything we want to analyze your handwriting, your spellings, your sentences formation. Though it is while you are writing, it is idea which has to be seen. Sentence may or may not be very, very correct grammatically, but the meaning should be conveyed. That is very important. So when we go through today for this WAT set number 3, you must have attended. Okay, let me know how many of you actually practiced it in 15 seconds response time for each word.
Sir, Nikita.
Okay, Nikita,
Sir, Sanjeevani.
Sanjeevani,
Sir Saurabh,
Saurabh,
So Ganesh,
Ganesh, Prathamesh. Okay. Those who have done it in real time manner, then it is whatever response comes, that is your same thing which will come or reflect there. So we will take maybe 15 to 20 to discuss, and in general, we will see how this test is to be handled. Firstly, if you are going for SSB, if you have got in your notebook, suppose 4 5 sets solved in timed manner, make it as a permanent note. Develop a habit of reading it again and again. And while writing only, you must leave space in between answers, like first, then leave a gap, second, third, fourth. What will happen? Every time you get a time and you go over it, reading it, and you feel like amending it, that is very much possible. 4 months back, if you have written something and today you feel to amend it, so it is a welcome thing because that is how currently you are thinking. So go with it. So when you are writing, leave spaces, read it again, develop that habit of reading it again. Okay. So anyone who felt that 15 seconds is less time, or it is maybe you are not able to solve 60, maybe one or two because of meaning, or maybe missed because of uh, taking some more time at one or place. Anyone who has done less than 57?
sir, I could attend 45 or 46.
Why?
Sir, in that 15 seconds, could not think too much, sir. So
No,
I left.
don't think also too much. Just go with natural flow of thoughts. Okay. So maybe Suraj, come up to a point where you are just seeing a word, naturally writing immediately. Okay. Speed you have to develop. So maybe one or
Okay.
two more practice will bring it up. Anyone else?
Sir,
Sir, I,
excuse me, sir. Sir, in
Yes.
three I called short of time, and in one I was not knowing the meaning of that word.
Okay, this may happen. One odd meaning you are not sure, so it is better instead of guessing. So if it is skipped, that is better alternative. But it should
Sir, the
not
word
be
was syncophancy something.
okay. Saurabh, what you wanted to say?
sir, I could write 59, but like I feel that like I was not able to form the sentence correctly or put up my idea clearly in that 15 seconds.
Okay, we will just evaluate.
Sir,
Yes.
I'm also reading some 50 words because some words are not getting properly actually and not thinking too much on some word sentences. So that's why I'm taking only 50.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. Yes, Prathamesh.
Sir, my problem is my handwriting. I could not write in the same flow which I had write in the first word.
Okay. Little bit speed, because of speed, some effect on your handwriting is likely, but there we need to evaluate. At least it should be readable. The psychologist
Right,
should
sir.
be able to read it. Now, when we rehearse or discuss it, try and see your own answers. You will realize if it is really difficult to see your own answers, read your own answers, then it is alarming. Or some sentences you are not completed. Even that is also a big correction area where spellings are going wrong or sentences are not really giving the meaning you wanted. Now, see, when you wrote, you know what you wanted to convey, and at times you feel that you are written, but there is no time there, or your paper is not given back to you to see exactly what you have written. So, this kind of correction also we will get to see, and this is a
Okay,
better
sir.
learning if it happens that way. Okay. Uh, we will see how many of you respond, then maybe based on that, if there are 7 8 who are responding, we will take one by one. The first word I will take boy. So
So may I?
we will set the sequence, maybe alphabetically we'll go. Initially Abhaya, then Atharva, who are actually participating and who have done the practice, then Ganesh, Gaurav, have you attended or just witnessing now? No. Harshvardhan. Harsh, you can just listen. Jay, you can listen. Nikita, participate. Pranit, you can listen. Prathamesh, participate. Renuka, participate. Saurav, participate. Renuka, you are
Sorry, sir.
participating or just witnessing?
So today witnessing, I was not able to attend the test.
Okay, no issue. Saurabh will attend. Suraj will attend. Vaibhav, Vaibhav, you are solved or you just willing to witness?
No, sir, I didn't solve it.
Okay, Vipul can witness. Vishal, you
Sir,
can.
I will try.
ओके ने ट्राई नहीं किया है तुमने?
Yes, sir, I attend some words.
Some words. Okay, Sanjeevani
Yes, sir.
will participate. We'll start with Abhaya. Okay, Abhaya.
So my sentence, he is the tallest boy.
Okay, he is the tallest boy. Next.
He is the studious boy.
Studious. Okay. Ganesh.
Yes, sir. Academy makes men out of boys.
Hmm. Academy or training or NCC? Your NCC age bracket,
Yes, sir.
and you can write such things. Okay. Abhaya and Atharva. Why you are using the pronoun he? You can take anybody's name also if you want. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Generally, it is not a very welcome thing because it is factual. We want something, your idea. Someone is tall is not opinion, or that is a truth. Okay, Abhaya and Tharva.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Got it.
Okay, next. Who is there? Nikita.
Armed Forces Academies turns boys into gentlemen.
Okay, similar lines. Prathamesh.
Boys had organized a great event.
Again, something which is statement, not see, feel about it. What kind of quality you are expressing, or what kind of opinion you have got an opportunity to showcase your feelings, opinions, then thought process. Okay, next, Saurabh.
Boys and girls are equal pillar of society.
Hmm? Yes, opinion. Okay, Suraj.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Naughty boys do extraordinary things.
What is the logic?
Sir means those who are naughty in childhood, they do something extraordinary. It means in positive sense.
Hmm. That should be self-explanatory. Instead of using a naughty word, you can have some better word. Sports related boys or something. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you feel na ki in a positive sense, so use a direct positive word. It should come naturally. Okay.
Okay.
Who is there? Vishal.
NCC boys are strong.
ठीक है, because you are from NCC, naturally it can be a thought and opinion. Sanjeevani.
Most of boys playing cricket.
Okay, see, in isolation, if we take 60 setup for one individual, then you should assume that after 60 opinions, what kind of person is getting reflected from your answers, because we are not comparing your answers here across. No, we are saying, okay, is it really acceptable or not? But then in the bargain, when we do open discussion, you get to hear some things which you also feel, okay, this I also agree, and this will be at back of mind. You are not copying, but you are hearing some other possibilities. So if it is natural, if it is really uh, aligning with your thoughts, so it will come up in your schemes, SRTs, TATs, WATs, or your behavioral and thinking pattern. So we are not comparing each other's answer, we are discussing, and over 60 words, what kind of person you are trying to reflect, you also feel. Because one go, if you read one by one, then you'll realize my general tendency is showcasing honesty or showcasing hard work or showcasing some kind of good points, as well as if there is anything hidden in a bad sense, that you have got a fear which is getting reflected, or you have got some kind of inclination bias towards a particular thought or opinion, that also will be known to you, which will help you to know you better. Okay, next word I will take. And if you have got anything to ask, you can ask for that particular word.
So,
Yes.
so for this word, I had one idea. The sentence is mother's love is inclined more towards the boy. So is it judgmental, sir?
It is judgmental, but it is generally said in a very, very practical manner. Mothers attached to boys and fathers attached to daughters. So it is not so negative to express, but still we can avoid it, because the proverbs or adages or some kind of universal truths, factual things, or because see, you show yourself as an individual. While saying this, you may match with someone else or your answers are matching, but still the originality, you should feel that yes, I have given this, it may match with someone, but try and avoid anything which is generally written or spoken in public. Okay, Ganesh.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we'll go for next. I'm taking word number 4. Expect. Abhaya,
Bear with evil and expect good.
say again.
Bear with evil and expect good things.
Okay, elaborate. What kind of logic is there?
सर कुछ देने के लिए नहीं सोचना चाहिए, मतलब देने के लिए सोचना नहीं चाहिए और किसी से लेने के लिए भी सोचना नाही चाहिए. इन द सेन्स आपण म्हणतो ना कर्म करायला पाहिजे पण कोणाकडनं एक्सपेक्ट नाही करायला पाहिजे असं.
Hmm. Now say again your statement.
Bear with evil and expect good things.
Okay. So this is coming naturally or you read somewhere?
Sir, I read somewhere.
Okay. Okay. See, if it is this particular thing I have not read, but general thought is known. So this is acceptable, okay. Less known things and still you are expressing yourself. No issue. Next.
Sir, no sentences.
Okay, you are not written.
Yes, sir.
Ganesh?
Expectations lead to emotional support.
Mm, what exactly you mean?
Sir, like those who have expectations from others are basically rendering for emotional support.
Mm, not exactly it is coming what you are thinking. See, you always have to keep in mind that you will not be able to explain your opinion or thought process to the person who is going to evaluate it. So make it more easy to understand. It can be crisp, no doubt, but it should be easy to take out some kind of conclusion out of it. Now think as a third person from whose perspective you have written.
Yes, sir. I thought it as a third person only, sir. Like
Hmm.
the people in the world, like.
Okay, because the person who is going to read may not be reading with so much deliberations. It is going to be little faster reading and then evaluating. Okay, this kind of thoughts are there. Make it more easy, which is a little complicated statement. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Mm, Nikita.
Expectations comes from close people.
Okay, it can be further easy words. You expect more from loved ones or closer ones. Okay. Prathamesh.
Sir, India expect to control carbon emission by 2070.
Okay, but we avoid giving scientific or some kind of national news or news kind of thing. Okay, Saurabh.
Expectations can be reality if worked hard.
Okay, Suraj.
Expecting more from nature destroys human being.
Expecting more from nature.
Hmm.
It is not getting correctly linked for destruction.
Okay, sir.
Okay, expecting is just your wishing. You will not be able to explain to psychologist. Okay, so make it
Okay, sir.
more practical. It is
Okay.
in one go one can take out, you are taking it in a sense of extracting or exploiting from nature, है ना? So
Yes, sir. Yes.
from that perspective it is coming. Sanjeevani.
Yes.
Vishal.
Extra expect you will able to get more.
mm, okay, it can be one or two more words if you add into it. It will be easy to really communicate well. Sanjeevani.
every person expect love to another person.
Mm, okay, you can reframe it. Whatever you want to actually express, rephrase it. Hmm? Not bad. Okay.
Sir.
You all should be now getting when you are now rethinking of your responses. Okay, okay. Our response should be giving some kind of feeling, some kind of opinion. That is why it is word association test. Association of what? Your thinking, your thoughts, or your opinions, your feelings. If you make any factual or universal truths in your responses, that is discarded because uh, how can one judge your OLQ if it is a universal truth? So these kind of uh, whatever you have written, which is universal truths or factuals, or not giving really your original thoughts, it is a waste actually. Psychologists may discard it. So it is better we give our own natural things, which comes to our mind immediately when we see a word, and that will be counted. And while responding at the back of mind, you should always feel that I am appearing in an exam where OLQs, which I know these are 15 OLQs, where I should be showing those OLQs in my thought process. Am I really matured, adaptable, constructive, cooperative? Am I really initiative taking type? Am I really a responsible person? Am I showing those kind of thoughts in my uh, word association test? So now we will discuss those also wherever it is coming. We'll be deliberate on that. What kind of
Excuse me,
yes,
excuse me, sir.
yes, Prathamesh.
So then it means that we should avoid news and all.
Pardon?
That we should avoid writing news and all, like
Yes,
which I have mentioned.
yes, that's what I pointed out. If you give some kind of Russia Ukraine related news or Sri Lankan economic crisis, if there is a world economy, so these are news. Where is your opinion or what they want to see? A psychologist is purely looking for your personality in your responses. So in your responses, if you don't give your heart, your brain, or your personality through your words, then it is waste. It will be put aside. Feel about it now. While answering, you feel now further. Okay, I will take next
Sir,
one. Yes, Saurabh.
sir, but writing some news which is related to current affair, doesn't it show that the person is having is aware, is having a knowledge?
No, aim is not showing knowledge. For that, different tests are there. Yes, if you use some news to convey your opinion, suppose we take a news of war, Russia-Ukraine war is of no benefit to anybody. And if the world was benefit or war, you are expressing your opinion that war is not a solution. In simple terms, you are utilizing a news and you are giving some kind of opinion, then it is okay. Merely giving Russia Ukraine war is going on if there is a war world. So this is not expected. Everybody knows war is going on. What thought you are linking with that word? What opinion, what color you are adding to it? You as a person. In lecturate, what you are doing? In lecturate also, you are not only giving some kind of news. Expected is your stand viewpoint is audible or not. Your expressions of original thoughts is always welcome in this exam. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will go to next word.
Sir,
Yes, I'll
So I
take.
want to try.
Okay, say.
Sir, do beyond the expectations.
Okay, acceptable. Now, when you say this, again imagine ki what you are portraying. Beyond expectations, you are aiming or you are dreaming high, or you are ready to work hard, or you are always forthcoming for something which is not usual. You can step out for something unusual. So just feel okay, I'm giving this kind of thought. We'll go for next word. Word number 12, blunder. Yes, Abhaya. 12.
Yes, sir. Tax was a major political blunder.
Repeat.
The tax was a major political blunder.
Mm, this is incomplete. Tax you are saying, na?
Yes, sir.
Just elaborate what exactly you are meaning. Which tax?
सर म्हणजे सो ऍक्च्युली मोस्ट ऑफ द टॅक्स मध्ये आपण जेव्हा टॅक्स वगैरे भरतो तेव्हा त्याच्यामध्ये मोस्ट ऑफ दी पॉलिटिकल्सच्या याच्यामधून खूप सारे घोळ केले जातात आजकाल म्हणजे पॉलिटिक्स वाले सुद्धा खूप घोळ करतात.
No, it will not be conveyed that way. Okay, just think from a reader's point of view. Is it really going to make sense? No. Think over it. Okay, Atharva.
It was a total blunder for others, but he solved it.
No. Be specific. Don't be vague. Give something, example directly. It was or what was. Just bring more clarity. Ganesh.
Blunders can be resolved through wisdom.
Okay, acceptable. You are uh, conveying strongly that blunders can be corrected. Okay, Nikita.
Planning avoids blunders.
Okay, you are giving some kind of thought that if you plan well, blunders will not happen only. Okay, Prathamesh.
Sir, proper and careful planning avoids blunder.
Okay, similar lines. Saurabh.
Wasting time on unnecessary thing is blunder.
Hmm. Okay, acceptable. You all are reflecting planning and organizing OLQ. Try and understand. There are four sets in it, four qualities. Okay, Subodh.
Sir, I skipped it.
Okay, Suraj.
Sir, I want to try.
Blunders teaches lessons.
Okay.
Okay.
Learn from mistakes.
Learn from mistakes.
Acceptable. Vipul, yes.
Heavy rain has created blunder for people.
Not really giving in a good sense. Heavy rain is a nature god. Okay. It is coming from nature. So it is not grammatically or from the English point of view not correct. Okay.
Okay.
Vishal.
I skip, sir.
Okay. Sanjeevni.
Sometimes we hurt our close friend because of blunder.
Acceptable. Now you must gauge. Okay. I am giving this because you responded in less than 15 seconds. This is what is you are inside you. This is interesting evaluation when we really go through our own responses. Nobody is wrong or nobody is correct. We need to just reorganize for giving maximum to that psychologist. Many students, just because they don't know the purpose of the test, and on what lines they should be writing, and they fail, or they actually miss the line. Now you must clear yourself कि I will not write something which actually is a waste. I should be giving, and they also instruct you that way. Give your thought, give your opinions. They want how you associate a word with your opinions, thoughts, and that is why word association test. And then you will realize, and there is no need to practice much. Just 2 3 sets. This set you have solved, one or more set, you get refined, you get speed, you get handwriting better, and you correct. And there are some students who make other types of mistake, like words are not correctly spelled there, or not writing completely. So such minor mistakes also get removed in subsequent practices, because now you are more alert. You get to know that I make such kind of mistakes, and these are also automatically removed from your responses. Okay, we will go for next word.
So I have one doubt, sir.
Yes.
So when I read this blunder word, then I thought about politics. So, sir, how can I elaborate that?
Hmm. But why you are predetermined, or you are associating with only one thing, that is politics? Is there any
So
reason?
suddenly mm, no, sir, but suddenly I thought about only politics. I don't know why, but suddenly it came on my mind.
Maybe of late you must have read somewhere, or you are inclined to blame everything for politics. Politics is dirty.
Yes,
Pol-
actually, personally, sir, I don't like politics, such things like elections and all.
okay,
Is my
but
personal opinion, sir.
yes, but we need to develop our personality neutral. We need to be neutral, because tomorrow you may rise to a position where you cannot have bias or preconceived notions. You have to deal situation as per merit. There may be some politicians who are really patriot. They are Bharat Ratna type, doing great service. So it should not be a natural bias कि okay, politics is totally blunder on earth. It is never a positive side in that politics. So firstly, that should be removed, Abhaya. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Many examples in today's politics where people are literally serving the nation, the motherland.
Yes,
Selfless,
sir.
selfless servants are there in every field. Not that wearing army, air force, navy uniform you become the most patriot. You are patriot, but there are many other fields where we have people really serving in the best possible way. Okay, Abhaya? And why we are discussing
Okay, sir.
this? When we discuss such kind of positive things, our opinions change, our look towards things change. We,
Yes, sir.
in today's world, we are generally inclined to see a lot of negatives. We are generally inclined to criticize more and appreciate less. This is also to be stopped. And in the teenage or in your college days, we are actually bubbling with energy, and we are violent about many things, strong views. ये ठीक नहीं, वो ठीक नहीं, ये सब बदलना चाहिए. Because of that also, you are likely to make mistakes in your approach. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
This will happen.
don't associate with blunder to a particular field. Okay.
Okay.
Don't associate.
Okay, sir.
Let's come out of that.
Sir,
Sure.
any sentence from your side?
Pardon.
Sir, any sentence on this blunder from your side?
Okay. Naturally, if someone asks, okay, blunders are bound to happen. Let's come out of it. So maybe a corrective measure. Another thing can be, um, any war in retrospect generally a blunder. What I mean is peaceful negotiations are always possible, peaceful solutions are always possible. Then not taking decision is a blunder. What I am conveying, take decisions. Not taking decision itself is a blunder. Okay, so I don't want to influence. I'm giving you a hint. Nothing is wrong, nothing is very very ideal. What kind of opinion and what kind of person you are reflecting, give those many places. 60 words, the assessor should be able to really take out, okay, he is the person with these qualities. Some of the qualities obviously will be little worrisome. Maybe out of 60, if all 60 are giving some kind of opinions and thoughts, and 510 are not up to the mark, so what? At least you are giving your thoughts, you are expressing yourself. That is more welcome. Okay, we'll go to next. Nightmare 19. Skipped. Okay, next.
So may I?
Yes, Abhaya.
Sir, I had nightmare after watching horror movie.
You could have been more specific, because it should not happen every time you watch a horror movie and you are in nightmares. Okay,
Okay.
that should not be the thing. You can be specific also. Okay, next.
Indian Army is a nightmare for terrorist organizations.
Okay, you are giving strong opinion about our force. Okay, Ganesh.
Nightmare is just a delusion.
Okay. Nikita.
Nightmare awakes a person.
You can frame it much better. Nightmares can teach you something. Awakes की जगह और थोड़ा सा you can be more expressive.
Okay, sir.
Prathamesh.
So I wrote, one should have nightmare to lose the battle.
Say again.
One should have nightmare to lose the battle.
Your thought is okay, understood, but you can rephrase it. Okay, rephrase it. Saurabh.
Sir, I wrote failure is the worst nightmare.
ठीक है. Thought you are associating failure, which really brings you nightmares. So both.
Sir, same as Saurabh said.
It cannot be all words same.
Hello.
You can say what you exactly wrote.
Sir, it is totally same, sir.
Good. Okay, Suraj.
Nightmare reflects our thoughts.
How?
How?
Elaborate.
Elaborate.
Sir, whatever we think in daytime, it was the reflection of our thoughts.
Not necessary. There
Not
are
necessary. There are
nightmare is a negative word
nightmare is a
actually
negative word
for
actually
some
for
kind of
some kind of
fear, some
fear,
kind of
some kind of
setbacks.
setbacks.
Dreams is a
Dreams is a
what probably you are
what
trying to
probably you are
convey.
trying to convey.
Suraj,
Suraj,
try and
Okay, sir.
understand
try and
words.
understand word.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Next, Vishal. Sanjeevani.
Nightmare comes from thinking.
Hmm, you can make better opinion. It's okay. It will come like that also. But think over it. Now analyze, okay, what thinking you want to show and phrase it that way. Sanjeevani.
Sir, skip.
Okay. One thing to be understood, there are some words, if at all you are practicing for WAT, the practice area should be covering some difficult words. If you take out 300, 400 words in your notebook from the previous SSB or all these sets, so most of these words will be covered. So just highlight few words where you are getting confused for meanings, or you are not sure that uh, about the meaning. So open up dictionary, be deliberate in studying that word so that it is permanently etched in your memories that this is the real meaning of this word. So nightmare and dreams are different. So this is just an example where you go wrong and there is no chance to explain to the psychologist that under what impression you are written the answer. Psychologists may assume that you are expressing your opinion if you are not understanding the meaning of a word correctly and you gave your thought. Imagine the impact on judgment. So be very sure about meanings. Not very difficult words are there in WAT. These are routine words. So whatever 300, 400 words you can bring in your notebook, out of that just circle little tougher one, read over its meaning again so that you are doubly sure that you are correct on such words. 300, 400 words, not more than that. If someone can do more, always good. Okay, we'll go for
Sir,
next. Yes,
sir, I have a suggestion. Like,
yes.
can we write a sentence like economic crisis is nightmare to a country?
Hmm. Economic crisis, why country? सबके लिए है. For an individual also, है ना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, because अभी श्रीलंकन इकोनॉमी का वो चल रहा है या
Yes, sir. तो वो
whatever
nightmare.
whatever is happening in after COVID with many countries. Every country is facing economic crisis. So that phase you can put in your own words. You tried it, that is also okay. But then be very practical. हम बहुत ऊंचे लेवल पे पिच करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Economic crisis has brought nightmares to a lot of business persons, especially salaried people are still surviving because salaries are protected, especially government servant or the good companies. Private sector or the business persons are having nightmares because of slowdown in economy, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go to
So
next.
I also have one more sentence
Yes.
on this. So sometimes worst nightmares can be your biggest motivation.
Yes. This is true. At times, a thing which you were afraid or had nightmares, it becomes your favorite thing afterwards, or it becomes the source of inspiration. Um, it can be a fear of height, and the same person is jumping in, having parachute jumping. It can happen because something which is actually making fears, you take it now as a challenge and overcome it. Swimming. First time you go to a swimming pool or for a swimming purpose, you have nightmares of drowning, but thereafter you enjoy such things. Possible. Just open up our minds. Okay. Then we will take word number 27. Yes.
Uh, so yes, yes, we can do it.
Okay. Fair enough. Next.
Yes, he made it.
Yes. On similar lines. Ganesh.
A yes man is a dangerous man.
Okay. Again giving good opinion. Atharva, second time it had come in a pronoun.
Yes, sir.
Think over it. Be
Yes, sir.
specific. Nikita.
Emotion of victory.
Say again.
Emotion of victory
For
or
yes.
emotion for victory.
Okay. ठीक है. Intellectual type you are portraying. Prathamesh.
Yes, India needs some laws to be amended.
Uh, okay. Acceptable. There are. This is opinion which can be expressed. Saurabh.
Saying yes to every task is good.
Is good.
Sir, it shouldn't is not good.
नहीं नहीं
It should
ऐसा
have.
कुछ नहीं है.
But sir, I felt that we should say for every time we should say like someone is asking for help. Say yes. Someone is asking to do anything. Saying yes is good.
Before saying yes, you mean to say now be practical, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes manship what Ganesh was bringing out. Now you are changing कि जो लिखा था वो आई थिंक करेक्ट नहीं है. See nothing is
Uh,
actually wrong. ऐसा नहीं है. It is your personality that probably today you are not uh, in a position to say no because of emotions or you get really influenced by persons or situations, but then we have to evolve as a leader and portray that I am not um, always yes type, which you are realizing now, isn't it?
yes, sir.
Okay, good. Very quick realization. Subodh.
Yes, hard work brings success.
Okay, fair enough. Suraj.
Skip, sir.
Okay. Sanjeevani.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm working hard to join defense.
Fair enough. You took on yourself. If someone is again wanting to say, you can come in. Vipul.
Yes, it is right to take initiative.
You can be more forceful actually. Yes, we must take initiative, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Just I'm not saying कि ऐसा ही लिखो, ऐसा सोच के देखो, है ना? So that it becomes your part of personality.
I came up with a sentence like one must think before saying yes.
हाँ, this is exactly a rational or a pragmatic behavior demands. Hmm?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go to next word. Vaccine. 32.
Uh, Government do compulsion on COVID vaccine for everyone.
Avoid something which is in news or because it is not your opinion. Hmm? Next.
Okay, sir.
One must get vaccinated in time.
Okay. Still an opinion because not everyone feels vaccination is good. Okay, next.
India is leading in vaccination drive.
Factual will not help you much. It will not be wrong also, but it's a news kind of thing. Nikita.
Booster dose strengthen immune system.
Okay. It's an opinion to some extent. Okay. Prathamesh.
India has many countries by providing vaccines.
I think the voice is cutting, but you also brought out news only. Saurabh.
India's vaccination camp reaches 200 crore doses.
Again, news kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We can avoid it. Utilize opportunity to showcase your OLQs, opinions, how you are thinking like a leader. Okay, Subodh?
Vaccine protects from disease.
Okay, acceptable. Vipul?
May I, sir?
Yes, Suraj.
Yes, Suraj.
Yoga works like a vaccine.
Okay, fair enough. Vipul?
Okay, fair enough.
Getting vaccinated improves immune system.
Hmm, okay. Sanjeevni?
We should get vaccine.
Hmm, can be much better, है ना? अभी this word is actually a current phenomena, बट उससे पहले भी ये वैक्सीन वर्ड रिलेवेंट था. बच्चों को वैक्सीन देते हैं, पेट्स को वैक्सीन देते हैं. सो फ्रॉम दैट एंगल ऑल्सो how vaccine is a medical thing which is good, which avoids problems, which actually gives protection, which is a proactive thing. Yes, BCG. So all those vaccines were there, but the idea or thought or your opinion that can be at forefront when you come with these words. Okay. 34 number psychophancy.
So
Yes.
skip.
Hmm?
Not attending, sir.
Okay. Next.
Sir, I to skip.
Okay. Ganesh.
Psychophants are fake people.
Which people? What people?
Psychophants are fake people.
Okay. So you can elaborate for the benefit of all.
So like psychophants are those in Hindi, if I would say, हाँ में हाँ मिलाने वाले लोग.
Hmm.
Flatterers.
Flatterers. Butterers. Hmm. Next.
Sycophants are not a decision maker.
Yes, very strong statement. Next. Anyone?
Sycophants gets benefits by hook or crook.
Mm, elaborate.
Sir, like to gain their profit, to gain their benefit, they can reach to any level.
Indirectly, psychophants are generally selfish people, self-serving,
Yes,
self-interest oriented. You mean to say that?
yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone?
May I, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Sycophants are narrow minded.
ठीक है. They are actually not original. Also, they are just something else. This this word or words like this, where meaning if you don't know specifically, then probably it will be difficult. But such words bring lot of strong views because in general we hear in some of the discussions or these are something which is very unusual and you generally are very strong in expressing. We saw it here how strong opinions are there about such word which will come for criminal word, which will come for rape, and it has to be like that only. There has to be strong verdict or opinions when it is such kind of words because you will have mixed words. Some will be routine positive words, some will be neutral words, some will be negative words. Negative in the sense, this is one example. Psychophancy, it's a negative activity actually, a negative trait. So how you feel about such traits, be very very straight. That is what is expected. Okay. Next is 43. Mind.
Sometime I minded so much many things.
Emotions you are bringing sometimes is a keyword, not always. Okay, but it can
Yeah.
be written in much better way. Same thing. Okay, grammatically. Okay, next.
Okay, sir.
A leader must have presence of mind.
Okay, Ganesh.
Mind is the most powerful tool.
Okay, further strong. Okay, next.
Subconscious mind has tremendous power.
Yes, basic instinct. Prathamesh.
Sir, his presence of mind has avoided blunder.
Say again.
His presence of mind has avoided blunder.
Okay, but why you use? Let's discuss his. So who is he in your mind?
Means it is about portraying myself.
So be uh, specific. Okay, it can be generalized also. See, everywhere, whatever way you are thinking, that is coming out. So why to add problems into it? As such, you are only expressing. है ना? Make it simple. Okay.
Sir, example.
Sir, his own example, like presence of mind avoids blunder, not required to add his or her.
That's what I am saying. That
Okay, sir.
his word. What happens? Such kind of thing may come because self confidence is lacking. At times, we require trigger from someone else. Like in class, when someone asks volunteer for an activity, some people can do, but they are just waiting. If someone comes forward, they are always there. So you may not be actually in that category, but it is reflecting by such answers. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. We always need some kind of support system. That is why these pronouns are coming. Okay, next.
A healthy body has a sound mind.
This is a well known thing. So, of course, it is an opinion, but it is a known opinion. So, we can rephrase it or put it in some other words, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Next, Suraj.
Meditation calms
Meditation
mind.
calms mind.
Meditation, na, Subodh?
Meditation, na, Subodh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
Suraj.
Correct.
Don't mind if teacher scold you.
Okay,
Hmm. Okay.
Vipul.
Sir, next word I'll try.
Okay, Sanjeevni.
We always keep calm our mind.
You can be more practical. Always, you are saying, but then we always. It is not a reality actually. We try, but it is not a reality, isn't it? At times we lose calmness,
Okay, sir.
है ना? Our endeavor should be that way, but it doesn't happen that, है ना? You say again, Sanjeevni.
Yes, sir.
You come
Uh,
again.
yes. We always try to keep calm our mind.
Hmm. Think over it for rephrasing appropriately as per your mind. Okay?
Sir.
So let me correct my sentence, please.
Yes.
Sometimes I mind many small things. Is it okay, sir?
See, inner self will come. Now let's understand when Abhaya says, I
But
mind.
sir, it's happened actually, so that's why.
So that is what is the truth is. Invariably, when you race against the time and you express yourself, that is what is the intention is. So now evaluate when Abhaya says, I mind small things many a times, isn't it? So when you start minding small things, will you be able to build a good life? You'll be entangled in unnecessary confrontations. Relationship building will be a problem. Peace of mind
Yes,
will be
sir.
a
It
problem.
happened.
Peace of mind will be a problem. And when you are intending to be a leader, what about your team? A leader, I'll just explain. If a leader starts acting on every feedback for small things, then that team cannot be controlled in a better way. A sensible leader should be knowing which feedback to be taken in for actionable purpose and which feedback to be noted down just for future reference. I'm talking about now working in future when you will be operating as a leader. So small things today, if it is perturbing you, let's come out of that. Let's be more practical. There will be unhealthy environment always in our life around us. You cannot be expecting that everything will be hindrance free. No problems. Problems will always be there, but people, if they start assuming them problems and treating and getting senti in everything, then life becomes chaos. What to pick up, what to be given seriousness, this is what is life is. Abhay, I elaborated this thing because I think this is also a problem for you.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Come out of that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So I have a sentence.
Yes.
Like, good thoughts feeds the mind. Like, is it correct grammatically?
Yes.
Good thoughts feeds the mind.
Acceptable. Whatever you want to say is reflected there. See, good thought will always shape your mind, make the mind more productive. It will create a healthy environment in your mind. It will make your behavior in a positive direction, isn't it? You can experience whenever there is a troublesome environment, when there is a anxiety in your mind, when there is some kind of fear, some kind of tension, then your efficiency goes down, peace of mind is lost, even mind stops working. So from that perspective, these things you need to understand. Okay, positive thoughts are required. Mind has to be stable because someone said mind is a powerful tool. It is powerful provided it is made powerful. Otherwise, it is useless. Mind, in the sense, in a indirect terms, it is brain or thinking power, isn't it? Okay, we'll go to next word. Restrict 52.
Skipped, sir.
Okay, next.
Soldiers denied to enter into restricted area.
Soldiers.
Denied to enter into restricted area.
Okay, ठीक है. You are given factual thing, which is generally a rule, obedience, and discipline matter. Okay, Ganesh.
Restriction and possessiveness are traits of mother's love.
ठीक है, little philosophical. Nikita.
Sir, mystery is the word, no?
No.
Then which one?
52. Restrict.
Sir, 52.
50 was mystery.
Yes, yes. Meditation restricts negative thoughts.
Fair enough. See, now Nikita, I think if I'm not wrong, you will be writing in your PIQ about meditation.
Yes, sir.
So this is how things go in synchronization. Even the interviewing officer will have some opinion about your personality, that you believe in meditation or you have a schedule. In your SDT also it might be reflected. So this is how I'm just giving example. You also should realize, okay, a lot of things when I'm pressed for time are natural. So in that also a lot of learning is there. What we just a while back discussed, Abhaya's doubt. We need to find out or rediscover ourselves through our answers. WAT is a small exercise, TAT is a bigger exercise, SRT is a bigger exercise, because SRT you are writing reactions to some challenges. TAT is a bigger visualization. So it is a fun to rediscover yourself, to shape yourself. If provided you try and get into it in a deeper sense. Okay, next. Prathamesh.
Public gathering was restricted during lockdown.
Factual, okay. No issue, such responses will come. Saurabh.
Restricting mind, don't let us view the greater angle.
Hmm, ठीक है, fair enough. Next, Subodh,
Sir, I skipped it.
Suraj.
Don't restrict your limits.
Hmm, just opposite of what Saurabh was saying. Okay, opposite in the sense, in the language wise, it is coming that way. Uh, Vipul, Vishal.
Sir,
Sir, I
civilians
didn't
are
agree.
restricted.
Okay, Vishal.
I am not attend, sir.
Okay, Vipul has given. Okay, Vipul, say again.
Civilians are restricted to enter in warfare areas.
Mm, not really sensible. Use this platform to showcase opinions. वॉरफेयर जब लड़ाई चल रही है वहां तो प्रैक्टिकली you don't have anybody other than the soldiers, isn't it? Utilize this platform.
Yes, sir.
60 words flashed in front of you. Give something which will impress or convey to the psychologist. Yes, I have potential leadership qualities. I think this way. You have to visualize. A war zone obviously is devoid of civilians. They will be thrown out, evacuated, isn't it? We can have much better. Sanjeevani.
Some people restricted their own boundaries.
Hmm. So who are these some people, including you?
Sometimes, sir.
Hmm. Go into deeper. कैसे आता है अपना response? Because we are also part of it. Okay, we'll go to. Then we'll take a couple of words from your side also if there is any problematic word. Okay, I'll take last word 60. Withdraw.
Skip, sir.
Next.
Sir, I skipped.
Cardless withdrawal is a new technique.
Which withdrawal?
Cardless withdrawal.
Okay. Okay. Mm, acceptable. Reflecting knowledge and
Sometimes with
yes, Nikita.
sometimes withdrawal is a good decision.
Elaborate.
Sir, means sometimes taking back steps is a good decision. Like if we say the farmer farm laws has been withdrawal. So for them, it was a good decision.
Um, just in a detailed way, we can think if you can portray withdrawal as some kind of strategy to bounce back.
Okay, okay.
Bounce back. Withdrawal for reactive action or corrective action, or in that sense, because withdrawal, see, in defense, withdrawal is one of the operations which is generally not uh, taught, or which is not favored also. This is one of the operations: attack, defense, similarly withdrawal. But withdrawal is a negative thing actually. So when it is positive, when you take a step back and again attack. So that kind of, in a very layman's term, I'm telling. So our thinking should be like that, and it is generally good leaders' thinking is like that only. A temporary withdrawal, not a surrender. There is a difference between withdrawal and surrender.
Yes, sir.
Surrender is just collapsing, losing. Withdrawal is not a complete thing like coming back. Again, going back also. So from that angle, we can showcase. I'm just going little overboard on this, but I want to influence your minds on these things. In real life, there is no place for surrender. We will not surrender in our life. Always there will be challenges, but we will not surrender. We may take a step back, but we will prepare better and again achieve the same which we are trying. SSB. So what? Once or twice or thrice, if you are not able to succeed, we'll work upon it. Whether they are not recommended or you take it as a withdrawal, again going back. So that kind of strategy. Okay. Fair enough, Nikita. Prathamesh.
Sir, US has withdrawn the troops from Afghanistan.
Uh, can be avoided because it is a news, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Saurabh.
Withdrawing is never an option to hard worker.
Much stronger. Next.
Yoga helps to withdraw negative thoughts.
Okay. Yoga. I think you are giving second time today yoga related thing because you also follow yoga. Hmm?
Yes.
Okay. Suraj.
Never withdraw from your promises.
Very, very strong
Very, very strong
statement.
statement.
Okay. Vipul.
One must not withdraw from his dreams.
Hmm? Fair enough. Sanjeevni.
Skip, sir. I
Okay.
don't understand the meaning of word.
Withdraw.
That yes,
Okay.
sir.
Uh, word association test. The aim was to discuss few words and drive home a lesson that some of you know it, but then actually we miss the line. Inadvertently, we miss the line. So, not to miss line, that's why these rehearsals or repetitions. You have to understand, you know that 15 OLQs are parameters. You know that you will be writing something against the time, and a natural thought is likely to come on paper. You also know that a psychologist will never meet you, and whatever is written will be the evaluation criteria. So, if that is so, why can't we use opportunity of showcasing our opinions which are highlighting strengths, which are highlighting, in a sense, because it is not a difficult science or some kind of mathematics. When you read your own answers as a just rehearsal, If you have written 60 words and you go through it, you can be a third person for yourself. The way we discussed, okay, factual, it has come. No, next time I will not think on these lines. I have to be giving my opinions, or even if I am using some news or some kind of factual thing which is known to the world, I will add my color to it, some kind of originality to it, which can really convey to the assessor, ki sir, this is my mind, this is my feeling, this is how you have to showcase. So this exercise you have to do, isn't it? Now, if there is any doubt,
Yes, sir. Sir, like if there are similar words with same meaning are coming and we are getting the same thoughts. Like in the set, there were a word quit and a word withdraw. So I wrote a same sentence. Like quitting is never option for a hard worker and withdrawing is not an option for a hard worker.
fair enough, no problem. But if someone is writing two different sentences giving similar meaning, that is more preferable.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
it gives little more naturalness. I'm telling you, कि come what may, you are like that only.
Yes.
Try and understand in a real sense कि आपको दाहिने से देखो, बाहर से देखो, अंदर से देखो, नींद में से उठाओ, आपको बेहोश कर दो, आपका बेसिक इंस्टिंक्ट चेंज नहीं हो रहा है. ओके,
Yes. Sir.
हाँ, इंस्टेड ऑफ रिपीटिंग आई वुड प्रेफर सिमिलर मीनिंग in similar words are similar na, and then
Yes.
similar meaning should come, not exact sentence,
Yes.
preferable. Okay, anyone else?
Sir, I have
So,
doubt.
Yes,
so can I?
yes, Abhaya.
So I have one doubt, sir. So vulgar is a language or behavior?
It is both. How? When someone is using a language which is reflecting vulgarness, so that person is likely to be behaving in a vulgar way. In fact, while using language also is a behavior, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
But in
So,
what
so my
context?
sentence is vulgar behavior is not a good thing.
So that is okay.
So, but sometimes vulgar language is using. So that's why I'm confused.
Maybe today's generation accepts vulgar language as a part of language. So
Yes, sir.
this ambiguity is because of that. Because I feel in a civilized society there is no word which is unacceptable. So even if it is a vulgar word, mm, not at all um, welcome. Think over it. Anything which we will not use in our cultured family, whereas we use it in friends, any word. So we also know that this is not welcome, but it is part of practical life. But it is not good, na?
Yes, sir.
To keep it more simple. Anything
Okay,
vulgar is not welcome.
okay, sir, got it, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, I have doubt.
Yes.
Uh,
Sanjeevani.
sir, sir, in WAT, it is compulsory to write all the sentences because sometimes I can't understand the meaning of exact word. So,
That assessor will also make out difficult word. Psychologists also know that few of the words you have missed because you did not understand the meaning. That is easy to make out. But you are missing last 5, 6, 7, 8, or in between alternate sequences coming up. That means you are taking more time on a particular word. That's why next is gone. So this pattern should not emerge in your final overall scenario. Okay, Sanjeevani?
Yes, sir.
Because biggest disadvantage is when a student is writing in 15 seconds, another student is taking 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 30 seconds. Because of that, firstly, you missed on showcasing your opinions in many words, and secondly, use more time. The aim is less time and expression is there. So, essence of time criteria gone if someone has taken more time. So, it is a loss on both front. Understand from this perspective. I hope I am clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone should understand कि 15 सेकंड्स क्यों दिया है आपको पेपर दे के आधे घंटे बाद 1 घंटे बाद बोलते हैं कि जमा करो आपको वर्ड्स पूरे एक साथ नहीं दिए वेराज एसआरटी का पूरा सेट देंगे वर्ड्स आपको वन बाय वन फ्लैश हो रहे हैं ताकि आपके पास 3-4 वर्ड बाद वो वर्ड भी भूल जाओगे कौन सा था वो फटाफट लिखना है आपको इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल एक्सरसाइज ओके एनीवन
Sir,
यस
sir, I have a doubt regarding the word climb. Because sir, I associated word climb with my climbing habits. Whenever I went to village, so I love to climb the trees. So sir, is it okay?
यस से योर whatever you are written
So climbing on trees is an amazing feeling.
fair enough it reflects that you are doing that and you are reflecting your happiness or that small entertainment, small adventure in your statement. No issue. Welcome. Acceptable.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Yes.
Sir, when I read my sentences, like I am feeling that the word hard work is coming again and again and again, like couple of times
No
while
issue.
writing this.
No issue. But if that word is coming in different context, that is good. Secondly, if synonyms, if some more synonyms you can manage, laborious. Hard work is one. So instead of using same word everywhere, even in natural sense, you can avoid it. You can use synonyms. Hmm?
Okay, sir.
You are manipulative little bit, but your feelings will be reflected in better manner. Because monotonous words यूथ मत यूज नहीं करना है कि हर जगह वैसे ही टाइप वर्ड आ रहे हैं वो भी अच्छा नहीं है
Yes, sir.
okay uh, shall we end here because aim was to bring that practice whatever 60 sequence you have made you have gone through it and that rehearsal at your level is very important exercise you must come to know where do you stand in your thinking pattern you must know whether your handwriting is acceptable or not you must know whether you are missing on writing spellings correctly because today's generation or today's environment is shortcut writing on WhatsApp. Never know with such rapid speed we might be using some words not in an acceptable manner for such formal environment, isn't it? So we need to evaluate that also. And then coming to acceptable sentences or not, that discussion was an essential thing. Yes, Renuka, anything?
Yes, so I added out. Like sometimes some words on seeing it a common sentence clicks out. Like for example, if the word is precaution or cure, the first sentence that comes out is precaution is better than cure. Like these
Hmm.
words, if we write these kind of sentence, what exact impact are we creating?
See, out of 60, if okay, we pull out of 60, 2, 3, 4 is coming in a flow which is universal truth or known fact, which will happen actually. We're trying to avoid it. But even if it happens, not to get worried because If you are given precaution is better, or that sense is coming, and in another place, if similar meaning is coming, that you are proactive, you are taking initiative, or you believe in some kind of better organizing abilities. So this is matching. So not to get worried on this front, but yes, if you can understand the sense of this exercise, that they want your feelings associated with words. So as far as possible, give original or at least change here and there, even if it is a universal truth or a known statements or very very common prevalent statements in society. Okay, Renuka.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Uh, Vipul was asking, is it mandatory to construct grammatically correct sentence all the time? All the time may not happen. You may be wrong at one or two places, but definitely a student, every second statement is grammatically found erroneous. Somewhere ed is not used, or somewhere it is giving some uh, wrong form of verbs. It is irritating because we are appearing in a forum which is a class 1 service. So you may do one or two mistakes, not repetitive mistakes in many places. That is bus. Take care. Okay, Vipul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because having gone through NDA or CDS or AppCat, there is an English paper. Obviously, I don't think anybody will be doing very grave mistakes grammatically. One or two will happen inadvertently. That is in an acceptable zone, not to get perturbed on it. Okay, we will end here. We will do next maybe PPDT related thing and screening test discussions. Those who are going for SSB, be very very particular about OIR. Don't neglect. If I am not wrong, OIR is very significant nowadays. I don't know पहले भी होगा ही, but OIR का importance हम थोड़ा सा कम समझते हैं. You should be doing excellent work on that, because that is carried. I will discuss in that session. That is carrying weightage in what form, we will discuss that. The OIR, especially the person who goes second, third time, gets complacent on OIR, and OIR has got, if in screening day something to be ranked very high, there are two things. One is narration, and second is OIR. Group discussion, story writing, these things can take backseat, but narration and OIR, no compromise. You have to be perfect. So don't take chance. Practice side by side for OIR. If someone hasn't got any set, uh, in the group also it was shared, or we can share again. So OIR practice, do in your own time, verbal and non-verbal, set A, set B, generally 40-50 questions, 20 minutes or so. Speed is very important, but you should be doing it almost 100% in a correct manner, and then your chances of getting recommended in screening increases. We will discuss in more detail in PPDT practice. Maybe tomorrow or day after we will do that online. Okay, till then have a good time. Be consistent. Be happy. Don't be nervous or in bad mood, sad mood. Just pump up yourself. Everyone, try and learn that. Remaining in happy mood. Okay, have a good day. Bye. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind,
Thanks,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Jai
sir.
Hind.
Thanks, sir.